JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, chef killed in Manchester gun attack. Police are probing the murder of a man and the injury of two others in Armonds, near Ports in Manchester on Saturday night. The deceased has been identified as 35-year-old Jeffrey Taylor, otherwise called Bagdell of East Coast in Clarendon. Taylor was said to be a chef. Police reports are that about 10 p.m., the three men were at a shop in the community when they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire, hitting them. The injured men were taken to hospital, where Taylor was pronounced dead and the other two men admitted. Investigations are ongoing. Clarendon man gunned down in Chapelton. Clarendon resident, 37-year-old Wardell Sr., otherwise called Tay, was gunned down in the parish last night. The police say the shooting happened about 10:50 p.m. in Chapelton. Sr. worked as a watchman at Clarendon College and was also an office attendant aligned to Clarendon North Central Member of Parliament Robert Nestor Morgan. Speaking today, Morgan described Sr. as a peacemaker and a family man who he said was more than an employee to him. He was a friend. He was a really good guy from the community. We're all very surprised because he was always the one who was very quiet, not in any conflict, always the peacemaker, Morgan said. The MP said he received the tragic news some 45 minutes after leaving Senior following a meeting last night. Morgan said he was left shocked by the news of his killing. I didn't believe it because I was saying, who would kill Tay? He's not involved in anything. I didn't believe it until I went and saw it for myself, he said. Investigation into the murder is underway. Indicom probing police fatal shooting in Freetown, Clarendon. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is investigating a fatal police shooting in Freetown, Clarendon on Monday morning. The incident occurred about 3:45 a.m. Reports are that the owner of a shop alerted police after he saw men removing goods from his premises and loading them into a car. When the police arrived, they were informed that the body of an unidentified man was in the yard of an off-duty cop located meters from the shop. Eugene Downey, Assistant Superintendent of the Clarendon Police Division, said the circumstances which led to the fatal shooting are still being investigated and details are very sketchy at this time. She said more information will be provided as soon as it becomes available. Motorist wants compensation after being caught in crossfire between police and Lincoln Road murder suspect. The motorist was caught in the crossfire between the police and the suspect in the killing of a 16-year-old girl on Lincoln Road in St. Andrew on Saturday, has said he'll be seeking compensation from the government. Glenford Henry, 46, is being sought for the murder of his grandniece, Sarika Picard, as he engaged the police in a shootout while fleeing the scene. Two cops and a woman traveling in a vehicle were shot. The motorist who was transporting the 26-year-old woman said she was shot twice. She is in stable condition in hospital. He was not injured. The man said they had been going about their business when he saw three motorcycles coming towards his vehicle and later realized they were police.
I observed three motorbikes coming up Camperdown Road, which they were having an bright light, which they full the middle road coming up, so I broke up. Closer inspection, I observed it was police. And when them stop, and they come off of them bike and start fire shots in my car, right? When a female was inside the vehicle, she got shot, car got shattered, and all of that. Ellison Road police contact me, but no justice thus far. Even though they were like, the vehicle must, the vehicle is at Kingston Public Hospital right now, and it's supposed to move to the Ellison Road police station, which they say it should be wrecked and it will be on my expense. No, that can't be like that. That's unfair because I was going about my rightful thing, and that's what took place. I'm not a gunman. I'm not doing any wrong. I'm not a wrongdoer, right? So, we just need justice.
He said he wants compensation for the damage to his car, adding that the woman's medical bills should also be the responsibility of the government. Dale Garrick, Deputy Superintendent of Police attached to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit, has said the police will be reaching out to the motorist. After a 60-year wait, Salt River rejoices over piped water. Clement Lewis has been living in Salt River for more than 60 years. I never thought the day would come when he could enjoy a shower in his bathroom. On Saturday, he rejoiced at the experience as water gushed from his pipe.
And now, Salt River has water. We officially commissioned the water system at Salt River. We are very happy to say that finally, after
65 years.
65 years, we have water coming through the pipes to the homes in Salt River.
Me write placard and me put it on me gate here and me put it on the main road there. Until me remember Mr. Charles come and I beg me, tell me if you go vote. And you will me hungry the day, me tell him say me not coming out until when me see water. So me tell him this evening, me thank him very much. And me will always be grateful to him. So you know the next time come Mr. Charles, me a clean me green for me head to me back on. You hear me say, sir? Right. And me be the first night the water come and me tell you say me foot them white.
In your shower?
So yes! So me alright now.
It is a wonderful feeling, and over these years we haven't been experiencing, certain things, certain facility. And to know that say me a 63 or 64 year old and we can see it coming in again, it is nice.
I'm feeling so good, so great for this water. Over 65 years. I born and grew here. I'm 52 years old and I've never seen running water. Always have to buy water or the irrigation water used to help out a lot. But as Mr. Charles promised us the water, and he really fulfilled his promise.
So it's a wonderful day here in Salt River. I have been invited to Salt River by residents who are just happy and overjoyed that we have fulfilled the commitment of bringing water through pipes to their home. In the election, you will remember, many persons came out and said that we are lying and that we're just making political promises that will never be fulfilled. I said then that we're going to get this done in two phases. One is an immediate phase to provide, through a standpipe, provide persons with water immediately, urgent need. That was done. And you had persons saying that we're bringing them back to the 60s, but the people appreciated it because they had access to water. And two is to get the project of putting in the water pipes done as quickly as possible and efficiently. And that was done. So this is the first phase of a comprehensive phase of building up the economic architecture of this space so people can be employed, so business can come here and be welcome to make investments here, and so Jamaica can see Salt River as a place where you can come and get a shower, a very, very nice shower.
Yorton Main Road blocked in protest over water and roads. The Yorton Main Road in St. Catherine was blocked on Monday morning by residents who were upset about the lack of water and poor road conditions. The intersection of Benlos and Jericho was transformed into a mini parking lot as vehicles were used to block the busy thoroughfare, resulting in a traffic pileup. The residents say Orangefield and parts of Jericho have been without pipe water for more than 20 years. A resident explained that a well which serves the areas was repaired by the National Water Commission. However, the two communities are not receiving the commodity. This is how the people must send a message to them serious. We need water, and if there's no water, everybody's going to suffer the consequence, because we're going to come out here again and we're going to block it until we get somebody to represent us, the angry resident warned. The protesters say they have to be purchasing trucked water, which is costly. However, Hugh Graham, Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Northwest, said he was not in support of the protest, as the residents were in breach of COVID-19 gathering limits. Bull Bay bleeding, but Senior Cop urges residents to speak out. An alleged turf war in 10 and 11 miles Bull Bay St. Thomas has resulted in the deaths of 9 people and several others still nursing gunshot wounds. However, even as residents are fed up, they are still tight-lipped and reluctant to share information with the police. It's a situation which is making investigations into these matters untenable, according to Deputy Superintendent O'Neill Thompson, who is in charge of operations in the division. The crime pattern and the persons who are the main perpetrators are driving fear in the people. So because of that, they don't want to speak up as persons who they know are committing these acts, Thompson said. I am saying to them that you cannot say because you are fearful of your life, you're not speaking out, because whether or not you speak or you don't speak, people are losing their lives. Thompson also said that the police are working on some leads that could help close up these cases. According to Thompson, the turf war is between men from Lanegate and Ball Ground. The reason for this war is not fully determined. The entire 10 and 11 miles, the guys there are all friends. We really don't know exactly what is causing the fallout, he said. Thompson said that the police are determined to dismantle the criminals' operations and apprehend the perpetrators. Top of the police's wanted list is Nesta Morrison, otherwise called Bigger Crime, who has been fingered in several murders and shootings recently. He was officially listed as a wanted man last year following a shooting incident in the area, but he commands a strong presence in the area and has been accused of popping up and randomly searching persons' phones in the communities in order to monitor their communication history. Thompson said that there have been several attempts to catch Morrison, whose elusive tactics also include hiding in the hills whenever he commits a crime. When you look at the terrain, the support he has in the space, and the fear of people who are not willing to give him up, we have to resort to technology and the police increased presence to catch up with this individual, Thompson said. There has been recent tension in 11 miles following the double murder of brothers O'Shane Prince and Swain Reese, who were executed in Tankwell Hill. Hours later, the police said that another man was killed in reprisal. We're still investigating. I don't think we have anything on paper where we can make an announcement at this time. When we went to the scene the other day, citizens are saying that this man is innocent and is not a part of it, Thompson said. So I'm saying to you, the citizen, to speak up. We have many mediums you can use to get the information. We have 119, we have Crime Stop. You must know police persons, a pastor or somebody who you're used to and comfortable with to give them this information. Jamaica reports 102 new COVID cases, 1 death. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 102 new COVID-19 cases and 1 death on Sunday, bringing the local infection total to 90,807 and total deaths to 2,359. The new cases comprise 65 females and 35 males with ages ranging from 2 years to 98 years. The cases were recorded in St. Mary, 24, Kingston and St. Andrew, 23, St. Anne, 12, St. Catherine, 12, Clarendon, 8, Trelawney, 6, St. James, 5, St. Elizabeth, 3, Hanover, 2, Manchester, 2, St. Thomas, 2, Westmoreland, 2, and Portland, 1. The latest death is a 91-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew. The death occurred on November 20, 2021. In the meantime, 160 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 61,836. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.